Anyone? What is visual perspective? Okay. So visual perspective. What is perspective? Perspective is the way we see things. It is the way our vision works, human vision works. And whatever things are around us, they appear in a particular manner. And they never change for person to person. Yes, of course, the sharpness as a vision depends on, so that may be blur or sharp, but then the perspective, the structure, the way we see is same for everyone. And that's why there is a proper study to how to represent it. And there are calculation based drawings on which you can show, represent, or do an artwork or understand work and show it. Okay, so there are various perspectives, like let's start with a very simple one. Like, for example, if you are standing on the bridge and you're standing on a railway station and you're standing on a bridge on the platform, okay, the platform bridge, and a train is passing under the bridge, and you're seeing this train approaching to you, and slowly it's coming closer to you, and now it's passing down through. So how does it appear to you? You see the first bogie, very huge in size, and then the second one a little smaller, then a little more smaller, like that. It goes on to a tip or maybe a point. Yeah, so that is because of the way your vision is working. You see things in that way. And all this study, like, how we see things around, it's all because of perspective. So we're going to learn various types of perspective. Generally, perspectives are of two types, like, one in the form, generally we bring down to drawing, and the other one is color. So both ways we see the perspective. Like, for example, if a person is standing close to you and another person is standing 10 steps away from you, and one more person, third person, is standing 10 more steps ahead of that second person, then you see the first person is very huge in size, very close to you, because the second one you can see completely. Maybe the first you can't see completely, you have to move your face up to down. The second one you can completely see, and the third one appears smaller. So perspective is basically on how things appear to us, how things appear to our vision. So there are various reasons for why things appear. One of the major reason is you, the person who is viewing the things around. So one is constant, person, okay, and two is the distance between the object and you. I'm going to show you plenty of slides, and I'm going to explain with the help of slides, but I also want you to simultaneously sketch, and I insist that you all show me your sketches, because I want to make sure that you have understood it or not. All right, so feel free, and I want you to sketch a lot. Like, whenever I teach you a new aspect in perspective, I want you to draw it in your sketchbook. All right, so let's start with, I'm going to share the first slide. Okay, there are some basic terminologies when we study perspective. Now the first slide is showing us a view outside. It's on the road. It's a picture, a view of an exterior picture, and the viewer, the person is standing on the at the midst of the road, and on the sides we can see the trees, and we can see the red spot. What is the red spot? Is the vanishing point. What is vanishing point, and why is this horizon line? So horizon line is generally when you are outside the house, outside the office, college, in the nature, okay, in an open space, that time you can see a horizon line. The ground line and the sky line, they meet together to make a horizon line. And vanishing point is the strength of the eye, where the vision can't see things ahead of that vanishing point. This is the ability of human vision. We see things in this manner. We see if we have all these trees of same height, okay, if all these trees on the left side are in same height, they appear to us in this manner, in decreasing size form. Yeah. So any doubts in the first slide? VP is going to stand for vanishing point and horizon line. So these are the terms which you're going to commonly use in your studies. When you're further going to study these points, these terminologies you're going to use. So I want you to sketch further. This slide was okay. You don't need to draw it. You try to just understand it. If there is any doubt, you please ask me. Now this is another example of a railway track where we see the poles, electric poles, and look at the size. It is diminishing, it is minimizing, it's becoming smaller and smaller and smaller, and horizon line. So the exterior picture was the exterior condition which I was mentioning is generally like this. When we move around, we have the horizon line and we have a vanishing point. Vanishing point is always related to you, the viewer. You means the viewer. So how the viewer sees things, or as if we are standing on the railway track and looking at the scene ahead of us. So it is going to appear to us in this manner, and it is common for everyone. This is a colored image of an interior, a long passage. Imagine that you are in uh, an aquarium where it is a very long passage. So that is also going to appear in this manner. And look at the, not just the size of the things around, the size of the tiles, but also the finesse or the sharpness of the things around. Like the closer objects appear clearer, the color appears brighter, and the far away objects become smaller and they appear duller to us. Imagine if there was a same colored fish somewhere here. Okay, this fish, same fish over the at that distance, it would have, the orange wouldn't have looked that fresh as it is looking over in the second panel. So a perspective is applicable to drawing the size as well as color. So how it appears to us, we see things, we see its form, and we see the forms in color. So in both ways it appears, it is ruled by perspective. Now before we start the first chapter, I want you to be ready with your drawing book. I'm going to show you on my paper. I'm going to draw and show you. We're starting with the first perspective chapter, that is 1 point perspective. Okay, so I'm turning my camera and showing you. All right. So 1 point perspective. Again, as I told you, okay, where we are located. Like, for example, you may do the sketches very small, just to just to make sure that you have understood it. Okay. For example, this is you. All right. And we are now starting with 1 point perspective. What is 1 point perspective? When you are viewing something, whatever is in front of you, all right, and if it is exterior, then it will be ruled by 1 point perspective. So all the lines in front of you will be vanishing to a point. Up to a level you can see things. This is the level, like this is the distance. Okay, after this distance, even if the things exist in front of that point, ahead of that point, you cannot see it because this is the strength of your vision. Okay, so this is called as vanishing point. Yeah. So when you will do the sketches, I want you to do it in this manner. In one on the page, you can at least fit 3 to 4 of the sketches, so that further when you refer it, that time if it happens you have forgotten, you can refer and again you will understand. Okay. So 1 point is vanishing point. When it is interior, you need to stand exactly in front of a wall. Only then the perspective will be 1 point perspective. Okay. So when you are standing exactly in front of a wall, you see the picture will be ruled in 1 point perspective. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the slide, a slide of 1 point perspective. I'm going to show you both the conditions, exterior as well as interior. Yeah. So this is just the solid objects which we see, and if it's right in front of us, it at various levels. Now, what is various level? So, students, what is various level? Now, for example, if you're this tall, okay, this is your horizon line, and this is the vanishing point. All right. So it means your eye, this is your eye level 2. Okay. It is called as your eye level. So now you're going to mention in a sketch the diagram which you have, which you are right now doing, mention eye level. Okay. So this is eye level, and it depends on every individual. It varies from every individual to individual. Now, anything above this eye level is called as above eye level. Anything above this line is called as above eye level. Anything below this line is called as below eye level. All right, clear? So that is why the cubes right in front of us are appearing to us in this manner. Okay, some cubes, some blocks, some cuboids, some cubes are right in front of us. Some are ahead, some are behind, some are above, some are below, some are on the eye level. Yes, so these are the various positions. It is like whatever possible position could be. Yeah, so look at this. Let's start with the first block. This one, it is below our eye level. Therefore, we can see the top and the right side of the tube. This one is on the eye level. Therefore, we can see the side and the front of it, right side. This is a little behind of the eye level block. a little behind. Therefore, the starting is not at the same level. How can you draw the starting? Look at this. If I extend this line, it is going behind. So it means it is behind. And it is quite long, longer than this one. Okay, so various positions. You can sketch these pictures in your sketchbook. Students, I would suggest better you sketch it. So it is going to be an exercise to you. I'm going to teach you how to do it in short. All right. So this is my horizon line and this is my vanishing point. I'm going to draw a cube here. So this, how many sides does a cube have? Cube has 6 sides. Okay, so everything is going to converge to the dot. Remember, everything. For example, you may just do exceeding lines converging to the vanishing point. Okay, and then you may even do the plan. What is the plan? Plan is again square. But now see, when you how the structure of a cube is made from square, right? But here we cannot see the plan in square shape. We see it distorted. Why is the distortion? We don't see it in this manner. We see it somewhat like this. Why do we see this in this manner? Is because of its appearance, because of perspective. Okay, so when I raise the building, when I'm raising the walls, look, the behind square is smaller than the front square. But in fact, in actual, all the sides are of same measurement. Followed? So, how do you construct the drawing? You can construct it in this manner, that all the lines are converging to the point. And when is this such condition? When you are exactly in front of it. Okay, you are viewing it and it is happening in such a manner. Yeah, it is a little to your side. That is why you can see the left side of the cube. If it was exactly in front of you, it would be something like this. You may only see a square shape, not even any of its sides. Yes, clear? All right. So I want you to sketch this. So now I hope you understand the slide. I'll share it once again. Now observe, one is to the left, one is to the right, one is up, one is down, one is on your eye level. Okay, so the things which are on your eye level, this one and this one, you can't see the top or bottom. But the things a little above or little below, then you can see the top and bottom. I hope this slide is clear and one point perspective is also clear. Okay, so this is one point perspective. Now we're moving. I will just show you a few more of its examples. So the way you can